Hi everyone, I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning and hello if you are new. Trying a new angle today. Hopefully you can see the cards a little better. I don't have anything that can like show them from above, so I kind of moved them a little bit so that they can be in front of the camera. Let's try that. We're doing Taurus today. Taurus, let's see. All you've got in you is Uranus, and I believe it's direct. I don't think anything is retrograde right now except Mars. That's in Cancer. So Uranus direct in Taurus. This might be an uncomfortable energy for you, Taurus, because Uranus rules Aquarius, and it's a very airy, innovative sign. It's a very, um, it's the rebel, you know. He mixes things up. He turns things on its side. He looks for new, innovative ways to do things. He also rules technology, so there might be something about technology in your sphere. Depends on where Taurus is in your chart, which house it's in. Um, He's also the humanitarian, so there might be some energy of like including others in your space. That might be uncomfortable for you, Taurus. Um, but Uranus is really making us kind of open up a little bit. And yeah, like I said, that's kind of an uncomfortable feeling for Taurus. They like their circle, they like their comfort, they like their um, routine, they like everything to be what's the word? I just had it. I can't remember. But like the other earth signs, Taurus is very concerned with their money, their surroundings, their aesthetic, their comfort. Their home is their cavern, their home is their little cave. They invite very few into it, and the few that come in are like family, and they have to like match the energy of the space because they cannot. They hate having people in their space that disrupt the energy. Taurus also has to do with how we earn money, and the combination of that, um, how we earn money, or um, how we handle our money when it comes to the home. So when Uranus entered Taurus, it was back in like 2020. Remember, Uranus is one of the outer slow movers, so he stays years in a sign. And right when Uranus entered Taurus, we entered the COVID quarantine, and people were very much trying to find new innovative ways to be in their space. And that was very Taurian. And there was also how to earn money from your space. And that was very Taurian. So I thought that was interesting. Um, how we were being, Uranus being the innovator in the sign of Taurus, the home and the money. We were looking for new innovative ways to make money from our space and for our space and in our space, you know. One of my favorite things about it was seeing videos of people like news anchors um, working from home and all their pets were in the background. I loved it. Um, it was almost a very interesting golden time there. I know people, it was a horrible time because people were very sick and we lost a lot of people. But one thing we did find out is that using our home space to work and make money is actually doable. And I bet a lot of Taurians and Virgos were not appreciative when they did the whole call of going back to the office. When we were just like, when, I bet they were like, we just were making plenty of money from home. I didn't have to spend money on a commute or gas or lunches out. I was able to, there was like this boom in buying stuff from Amazon and delivery services, and that all stemmed from Uranus, the innovator, being in that sign of Taurus. So I think even though we've been called back and that quarantine time is over, there's still that lingering desire to try to make it work. And I think we really can. I'm really pulling for everybody to be able to make money from home. It's more comfortable there. You're more productive when you're in good surroundings. A lot of people with anxiety and things like that don't do well in an environment where they're surrounded by other people. But yeah, innovation in the way we earn money in our space. That's what Uranus is doing in Taurus at the moment. So we're doing a 5 card spread. Um, the first, the we're using the Celtic Lenormand and the Rider-Waite. That's it. I'm scaling it back to see if it can cut down on some time here. So that's what we're gonna do today. So let's remember not all messages will resonate for every one of you. So leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in the timeline. Like I say, I can read the script, but I can't tell you what character you all individually play or where you choose to stand on the stage. I can only read the energies. So let's see. First position we have is current energies. And from the Rider-Waite, we dropped the Queen of Swords. So this is decision making with as much available information as we can. It's she is very principled. She is very precise. It's intellect and fairness. Intellect and fairness. There is an energy of her being a little bit cold, and that's to be expected because justice, she is a lower vibration of justice. Queen of Swords is Aquarius energy, often also given to Libra. The Queen of Swords, being a lower vibration of justice, has to be cold. She has to be impartial, and because she has to make the best decision with the information that is given to her. And a lot of times, sometimes the best decision doesn't always mean the most she can't play favorites with the information. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be fair, but if it might not sit well with everybody. She cannot be bothered with that because all she's worried about is making a decision based with the truth. Her clarifier that came out was the Lord card from the Celtic Lenormand. So we've got a very strong feminine energy, and then we've got a very strong masculine energy. So this could be an Aquarius and maybe a Capricorn. Masculine leader, a friend, a husband, a father, a partner. He's decisive and rational, mature and responsible. He's very take charge, confident, focused, and powerful. So either the Queen of Swords is tapping into her king energy, or this is a pair. This is a partnership. This is somebody who maybe is in your energy. But we've got Queen energy and Lord energy together, and this is in the current energies. So this is a power couple, I feel. A Lord and a Queen, yeah. In the second position, we've got looking forward. So what the Queen is looking at is this Knight of Wands in reverse. So this is a fire energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I give the Knights to the middle child, which would be Leo, but it could be any of them. This is somebody who is usually very, what does this say? courageous, lively and charming, but he's in the reverse. So this means somebody coming in with a little bit of overconfidence, um, but not like the enthusiasm for it. This is somebody who doesn't have the drive to do something. Um, what is that buzzing? It's also somebody coming in a little reckless. So it can go a few ways here. This queen and king may be looking in the future at some hothead coming in reckless, or the king and the queen are looking towards the future, and there may be a little bit of, like it says, overconfident but yet lacking the drive to do anything, which is weird because we've got the chariot here, which is all drive and determination, but that is in the past. Okay, so let's read these all together then. So looking forward, we've got a little bit of reckless fire energy, might be some ego involved, um, a little overconfident, not quite planning things out well. And then on top of that, we've got the moon. And the moon is emotion, intuition, and cycles, sensitivity, flux and change, receptiveness, psychic information, someone reflective. Maybe there's darkness or hidden illusion there, a little bit dreamy. Okay, okay, it's coming in a little dreamy. Then in the past influence, we got the chariot with the burial mound on it. The chariot energy is determined movement, and the burial mound is putting something to rest. It is loss and mourning and death, but there was release here of finality. That Queen of Swords made a final decision on something, a quick, decisive movement, and put something to rest. This could be about this Lord energy. Should we read it that way? Let's do it that way. Okay. So the Queen of Swords is looking at this fire energy coming in overconfident but reckless and with a real lack in drive. It's almost like he's showing up and expecting respect or expecting an interaction or expecting something that he hasn't earned in her eyes. He's coming in as an upside down knight and she's a queen. So in the past, there was movement here, and then in the near future, we have judgment. Yeah, I feel like in the past there was something like she moved on, or he did something reckless that made her put this Lord energy to rest. She put something in the grave quickly, decisively, determinedly. And then she moved on because that's the chariot. The chariot moves on. That's Cancer energy. Mars is retrograde there. Um, and then we have judgment. Now that's where the moon is talking about things coming back around. So to me, judgment is something called back up that was dead. And we did have the burial mound here. See? I'll hold it up. Oh, see, the glare is still the same. Okay, there's the burial mound. Something was dead and lost. It could also be there was sickness here, but I'm not getting that from any of the other cards. Laying something to rest, burying the past, releasing obligation to dead beliefs. And then she got in her chariot and she was gone. Okay? But then looking to the future, here it comes again. Now there's a judgment call to be made on this. This is reassessment and a final decision. It is also self-evaluation, and it's coming in underneath that King or Knight of Wands in reverse. Next to that is this cross, and the cross is something of faith and ethics. It can be charity. It's also like kind of it says redemption here. And there is spirituality here, but also it is a burden because it's dogma and suffering, it's tradition, devotion, and it's doctrinal instruction. Okay, it's the cross. It's a cross to bear. It's not only has a symbolism of faith, but it has a symbolism of burden. Taurus, that's like the Hierophant, that's your card. And the Hierophant energy is tradition for tradition's sake. It can make you really stuck in some dogma that you need to release. Taurus is one of the fixed signs. Once they have something in their minds, that's planted there for good. The thing with the Hierophant energy is that it being a symbol of the Pope, it's also spiritual instruction, but it's mostly like rules that have been established for a long, long time. And it could be something that you're dragging with you from the past. Meaning it could be something that was put on you by family, um, maybe church when you were younger. It could be expectations society puts on you, and Taurus will never shirk those responsibilities. They are extremely reliable, and sometimes that can be to your detriment, Taurus, because people take for granted that you are reliable, and they will put that burden on you. Um, and it's like you will take it up, you will pull that plow, because that is just the way it is, that's the way it's done. The thing with the Hierophant cross tradition energy is I always hear, it's done this way because that's how I was taught, it was always done, and we do it this way because this is the way it's supposed to work. And if it doesn't work, it's my detriment, not the tradition. That's not always true, Taurus. Okay? You can do plenty of things as best as you can, and it's still not going to work because the rails that you're trying to pull that train on are old. Okay? And that's something that's coming back for the Judgment here. This could be, I'm not saying this is a breakup, okay? I'm saying that maybe this lord and this queen, there was something that happened that maybe was a little bit ill timed. It was there could have been like an endeavor that they undertook where she was very um she tried her best to make the best decision with the information they had. He came in it with rationale and with maturity and everything, and it just maybe it didn't go well. It didn't go as well as they had hoped. They were overconfident in this, lacking drive or direction and coming in reckless. But that, I believe, okay, so with the moon on top of that, they might not have seen that coming, right? Because the moon is here. And the moon represents things that are hidden. Hmm. Judgment and the cross. Yeah. Now, when we get to the bottoms of the decks, this is very interesting because we've got the Four of Wands, which is roots and foundations, bonds, um, family enjoyment. Okay, we've got the Four of Wands here. It's not in the reverse, it's in the upright. And then on top of that, we've got a ring. We've got the commitment card. Um, this is marriage, a contract, commitment, a pact, an agreement, a promise, and an alliance. Okay, so that's coming in. And it looks like it's coming in with a King of Pentacles, but it's going to be a lot of hard work. This King of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, the last king before the Emperor proper. He is stable, dependable, supportive, and a hard worker. Capricorns, that's their love language. Oh, remember when I said over here with the Lord, this could be Capricorn energy, because he's making his presence known to be very responsible and mature. He is take charge and confident, but he's also focused and rational. Okay? And this King of Pentacles, like I was saying, Capricorn energy, they will work themselves to the grave. That's their love language. They provide in order to, that's for the masculines. They provide in order to show that they love you. And they will work themselves to death and then be angry at that they can't get back, they can't get up and go to work. That's how they are. Uh, Above him, we had the mountain, and the mountain is an obstacle. So this could be, he's not in the reverse here. I like that. Otherwise, if he was in the reverse and then we would have the mountain here with obstacles, this would be a challenge in that financial area. Obstructions and challenge, limitations, delays, progress hindered a little bit, a difficult barrier. Now, what I will say about the mountain is that sometimes what we don't expect with the mountain, we just look at it and it's formidable and it's daunting and it's intimidating. But they always show me the image of the mountain from Lord of the Rings, where they get up there and they're like, we're not going to be able to go over this whole big thing. And Gimli's like, no, we'll go through. There's a pathway through it. So, but you wouldn't know it unless you were up in the mountain, up on it at the right time. So even though something may look very daunting and intimidating and obstructing, there is a key in there. There is a way through it. Not over it, not around it, straight through it. That you would not be able to get to had you not gone there in the first place. So it's like to me it's like an energy of, it looks like it's a lot of hard work. The King of Pentacles is not afraid of hard work, and the good thing is that once he starts working on this mountain, there's going to be some kind of revelation or opportunity that's going to cut the time and the effort needed, that he doesn't, you don't see it at first. Okay, underneath that, what do we have? Okay, burden, definitely. Okay, this is 10 of Wands in reverse. So in the upright, it's that daunting kind of overwhelmed, detrimental burden energy. But in the reverse, it means that there is an opportunity to delegate some of the load. That is extremely hard for Capricorn energy. Capricorn is a higher vibration of Taurus and Virgo, and their work ethic is impeccable. It's almost to the point of a personal affront to them, an insult to them, if you say, drop some of that and give it to somebody else. Because they're like, no, 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 I can handle it. Because especially Capricorn energy, they are very concerned with their reputation. And if it got out that they couldn't handle all 10 of those sticks and they had to give it to somebody else, that would look like a stain on their reputation, right? To them. But there is the letter here also, and the letter is some kind of correspondence, paperwork or a document, a record, a message, communication. It could be a will. There's mail or memos or a notice or a reply. So there is some kind of information coming in that's going to help you put these burdens down. I like that because what did we just have in front of that? We had the mountain and the hard worker. So this is a reprieve. This is going to be a little bit of breathing room. This is going to be like I said, an opportunity that you wouldn't have seen if you hadn't gone towards the obstacle in the first place. I like that. We'll go one more. 9 of Wands in reverse. And the fish. I love it. 9 of Wands is a card of fatigue and resilience. Okay, it comes after the 8 of Wands, and when the 8 of Wands comes in, it plunks down. Look at how it looks behind him, like a fence. He's taken that decisive action and movement of the Eight of Wands, and he's built himself some boundaries finally. Okay? He needs time to rest. This, oh, look at that. This King of Pentacles may have, he just is coming to he's coming to an energy that he's able to unburden himself a little bit and get some breathing room. I like this energy here for you, Taurus. There's going to be some kind of reprieve here. Ah, okay. But in the reverse, there's going to be some hard feelings. And then the fish is renewable abundance, success, flow, gain, and reward. Okay, so somebody's going to be salty about it. Somebody's going to be salty about the fact that they had to, they had to delegate. Somebody comes to the decision that, excuse me, I can't bear this burden anymore. You have to pick up some slack. And they feel like shit about it. There's hard feelings here, bitterness and hard feelings. But it really does open up with the fish energy some great abundance, okay? I think with the easing off of some of their burden, they're able to focus a little bit better. New opportunities going to come in. We did have the mountain. So let's see what else we've got here underneath. See, Emperor. We've got the Emperor again. Capricorn energy, earth energy, strength, leadership, honor, and somebody very supportive. And underneath that, above him, you've got a book. The book is learning and training. Oh, good. Study and education, research, information, hidden secrets, and diving deeper. I love that. Should we go one more? We'll go one more. The moon, something's hidden. And the owl, which is more moon energy. Interesting. Okay, the moon, it may be self-deception and illusion. The moon definitely calls us to look underneath the ego. All right? Look underneath the ego. The ego is represented by the sun. And the sun illuminates, it doesn't illuminate the whole truth. It illuminates what we put in the light. And that's the ego will always defend itself. So sometimes it's the face you put forward. You're somebody smiling in your face, and in the daytime, full front, hi, blah blah. Yeah, oh yeah, I can do that for you, or I don't know, something. There's something that is not as it seems. That Queen of Swords senses it. Okay, and it might be coming from that fire sign in the reverse. He's overconfident. He's coming in reckless. He's coming in a little too hot and heavy about this. Okay? So the moon reminds us to see past the illusion. Don't be deceived. Owl energy, listen to your higher self. It's like with the Queen of Swords. Not only does she listen to the information, but she weighs it in her heart. Okay, she definitely keeps her own mind. She is in tune with her higher self. She definitely asks the divine in her own way for insight in order to make fair and balanced decisions. The owls. Okay, so this might have to do with something in the night. This might have to do with dreams. We have moon energy is Cancer energy, and Mars is retrograde in Cancer right now. I know it has to be prevalent in the collective that people's dreams are fucked up right now. So pay attention to the insights you're getting in these dreams, okay? This is deep perception, keen observation, sensitivity, and messages from the higher self. And that came in with moon energy. They're both very similar. Okay? The one more, Queen of Wands and the Anchor. I think we can leave it there. So, let's get a summary here. In the current energies, there is a weighing of responsibility here. There's a weighing of good judgment. There's a weighing of mature decisions. There's also a good energy of taking charge here. Being confident, focused, and powerful in your own right. Masculine energy. This could be a friend, husband, father, or partner. But if it just feels like if some in the collective, if this is not a paired partnership and this is just you single, then maybe somebody is coming in to help and you don't see him coming. You're busy trying to make these decisions for yourself, and your back is kind of turned to this Lord energy, but he's coming in confident and stable because in front of you, you have this fire energy that is reckless and, what does that say? Lacking drive and direction. Okay, something is, I'm glad the Chariot isn't reversed because this feels like something is a little bit out of control. It's fire energy here. Something may have come in, may have been entered into very passionately, very optimistically, but I feel misdirection here. Like somebody came in very enthusiastically, and then once they were in the situation, they were like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm overwhelmed. We did have the 9 of Wands. That's overwhelmed. They may have kept that secret that they felt overwhelmed here with the moon energy. But again, moon energy tells us to not be deceived. So either this knight was deceived about his own abilities, or the couple here was deceived about how, about I can't explain what, I don't want to say virility, but for how fertile this endeavor was. There was a little bit deception here. So it had to be ended. We got the burial mound and the Chariot. They had to put it to rest and move on. And that was a tough judgment call, but I feel like it happened before because Judgment is representative of the rapture. It's Archangel Gabriel, I believe, blows the horn at the end of all things. And that's when things that have been dead, remember, put in the burial ground, are called back up for reassessment. in in Egyptian mythology, when a soul dies, and we can expand that to be like a situation or a condition, anything, when anything is put to rest, in the judgment card, it's called back up to be reassessed. So maybe the Queen and the Lord are like, I want to revisit this idea and see if we can't salvage something, okay? And that's where the calling it back up is. And then there's the final decision and evaluation here. But then we've got the cross, and that is having faith and redemption and charity. They might choose to go at this again, but it's also the idea of doing it just for the sake of you have nothing else to do is not a good reason to go do it. because that's just sticking with tradition for tradition's sake. It's supposed to have worked. I heard it was supposed to work. We got to revisit it. Maybe there's something we can salvage. Um, we did this together. Let's do this together, I hear, because we got the Four of Wands and the ring. We've got a foundational roots and a commitment. We committed to this. And definitely that King of Pentacles is very committed. And I hear, yeah, we're committed, but it's a mountain that we can't cross. It's a mountain. It's not that we can't cross. It's a mountain that is too much of a burden right now. And that's where the burden card here comes in. Ten of Wands in reverse, you know, talking about, okay, we can, but we've got to delegate some of the hardship. And that's where the letter comes. A communication of some kind, correspondence, document, paperwork. I know in the collective going on right now, there is these mass job loss with what's going on with politics. So that could be the letter coming in on this King of Pentacles that's going to tear his hair out because it's it looks what's the word? You just I feel something that like is hard to get over, right? But delegation here, delegation. Maybe this Lord energy was so hell bent on doing it himself. Now he's like, I need I we gotta we gotta distribute a little bit better. It's gonna kill him though, my goodness. But the good thing is there is an energy underneath here that, yes, there's going to be hard feelings and bitterness, but it really does open up the abundance here with the fish coming in, renewable abundance, success, flow, gain, and reward. This also kind of gives me a feeling that it's temporary. So even if something looks daunting, hold tight. Hold tight because it's temporary. Now, Mars goes direct in a week, I believe. And once Mars energy gets kicking again, oh my goodness. I know it's going to be in Cancer, so it's going to be in the area of taking care of people, nurturing. The Nine of Wands is a person who's been through the ringer. Like, look at him. He's injured. Well, if you can, the glare. He's got a bandage around his head. Um, he's looking at those wands like, thank God I've got this barrier. Boundaries, 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 definitely. Emperor energy with the book, yeah. There's going to be new instruction. There's going to be new education, some kind of research information and hidden secrets are coming out with this Emperor energy. I mean, if this is for the collective of, you know, I don't know if this has to do with the quote unquote emperor in charge, but sometimes this does have to do with the structure and institution of laws, and that does bring to mind the energy of the politicians right now and how the laws are being structured. But there's a book coming in which is new instruction. I like that. Moon energy underneath that with the owls. Keep in tune with your higher self. We do have a Queen of Wands here. It's kind of far down in the deck, so this may be in the future. But there is creative energy here. She's vivacious and lively. It almost feels like a renewal for this queen. renewed energy, renewed creativity, renewed drive and ambition. And on top of her here, we've got the anchor card. This is something about safe harbor, grounding, security in the home base, work, and your settlement. That's very Taurus energy. I feel like we can pause it there because that feels like coming back around to something. So, in between, there's going to be some obstacle here with the mountain card. There's going to be something about finances here with the King of Pentacles. That is the only Pentacles that we had in the reading. So I don't feel like the money is going to be um, at risk here. But there's going to be like a speed bump. Like I said, the energy is temporary, so hold tight. Don't make any rash, reckless decisions. Okay, don't be this Knight of Wands in reverse. There is a feeling here of it didn't work. It was supposed to work. Um, I gotta abandon it. I gotta put, you know what, and I gotta move on. They're saying hold tight because, like with that book energy coming in, there's gonna be something you're gonna learn about the structure here. So, be rational. Be what did they show me? Be cautious. Be prepared. Purge what you can, preserve what you need to. Come at this very stable and logical, okay? But there's also a feeling of waiting. Even though we've got the Chariot, um, that's really the only card of movement that we have here is the Chariot, because that Knight of Wands is in reverse. So, I think what this is calling you to do with the Chariot card, this movement card, this decisive, determined movement, is from ideas, not necessarily um, action. Okay? There's something in the ideas. Remember, the Queen of Swords is a judge. Okay? The King of Swords does not swing the sword. The queen does. She makes the determination. She makes the sentence. She makes the she comes to the verdict. Okay, so there is something here that you need to make a decision on that has to do with some kind of traditional, doing it a traditional way. Yes, devotedly, and with faith, because that's the way it was supposed to go. But there might be something that's got to go in the burial mound, and then Chariot energy that you move on from, okay? Because that judgment, it's the judgment is that it's a burden. Okay, but it's like I said, it's not a situation or a condition, it's more of a line of thinking. Okay, and then once that line of thinking is taken care of, and it's going to be hard because we did have the King of Pentacles there. Very, very traditional, very stubborn, very, this is the way I've got to do it. This is how hard I've got to work. You know what I mean? So this could be some of that energy that you got to work through. On the other side of that, on the other side of the mountain, on the other side of that burden, on the other side of the illusion that you've got to stick with something because it is you know, the way, the determined way to do it, you've got that Queen of Wands energy, the renewal of creativity. Underneath that, you've got the Page of Swords, which is new learning. You got the Anchor card here, which is kind of putting your anchor in a new place. It could be intellectually, spiritually, psychologically. You're just kind of putting down a new root somewhere else. That's safe and grounded and secure. And underneath that, you got a male rider. That's just incoming message, incoming news, approaches, information, and movement. But again, this is pretty far down in the deck, so that may be a few weeks away yet. That's what I have for you, Taurus. We're going to get to the Ancestor Oracle messages. Let's see, where are we at? 43 minutes. Jesus, I still talked way too much. I hope this is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching you for your highest good. If you are vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, share my video. It helps the algorithm get my content seen. In the description, you'll find my email and donation links. I'm open for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. Birth chart inquiries, and for any smaller donation, I would love to do a 3-card thank you spread for you personally as a thank you. I can do it by email, we can do Facebook Messenger, or I can do a YouTube link like this that only you would receive. Private. Email, Venmo, and Cash App are in the description. I appreciate any and all feedback, signal boost, donation, anything. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Okay, we got some good cards here. We've got Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. That's good because there is some Earth energy concerned right now. Where are we here? Earth Guardian. Here we go. Stay rooted and grounded. It says take time. Let me see. Can you see? Oh, I guess I can turn down the brightness a little bit. Let's do that. Oh, that's better. That's nicer. Okay. It says take time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. It says it's important for you to take a grounded approach to your current situation. If you're rushing ahead or making a decision based on your more fearful responses, you will miss out on the growth that you deserve. Take some time to calm down and get grounded before proceeding further. Breathe, relax, and connect with your center. Then consider what to do. It's important to plant seeds that are going to grow into something beautiful rather than turn into weeds that you have to deal with later. Okay, that makes total sense. Total sense. Remember what I said? Don't do anything drastic. Let it ride for a minute. Okay, now we have the Sky Father. It says, trust in the universe. Me? Is that good? Right there? Okay. It says, trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that He is lovingly leading you forward. It says you are a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you're being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a greater power here that is not only around you but within you. And Skyfather is creating the best experience imaginable for you. So accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. See the things from a higher perspective, like the eagle on the card. That's definitely Aquarius energy. The card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. That could be that Lord energy. That is fatherly energy. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. Okay. If he's still on earth, there is an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. Okay, so that is strong masculine energy in play. And then Earth Guardian, get grounded and rooted. So we're going to go to the final messages. We're going to get some final little insights, advice, heads up. I don't know what to call them. Tidbits. What's this? Saturn energy. Where is Saturn? Saturn's in Pisces right now. Oh, remember you are water. Okay, cry, feel, cleanse, flow, and let go. Yeah, Earth signs, you don't like to go into the emotional depths very much. I get that. I get that. Oh, 1111. Look at that. Energy gateway. You are connected. A change will be a chance will be presented to change. There's also the possibility of a soul connection here, a twin flame or soul mate. Now we do have the Four of Wands here in the future with a ring, a commitment, some kind of contract or alliance. I was wondering if there was something about love, but I think that the energy here is a little bit distracted and they don't see it coming. Be okay with not knowing for sure what might come next, but know that whatever it is, you will be okay. What did the Sky Father card just talk about? There's something in the ether, there's something in the energy that is not available to be known yet because it's still being made. That can be personal for everybody on a personal level. Your spirit team is working to change things. It could be on a collective level. We are in an energy of great change right now, and a lot of things that are right before us, we really can't tell how it's going to go. And I think it's because, that's all being determined yet. But definitely have faith that you just keep moving. Don't do anything rash. Don't make any sudden financial judgment calls. But there is still an energy here of brush up on your learning. Brush up on your education maybe a little bit, if you can. 10-10, okay. Scratch pad, you can always start over. So, scratch pad is a little bit difficult because it says try something new, you can always start over. Well, I do have a little bit of earth energy in me, and that's not always an easy thing to think about. Start over from what? With nothing? With nothing? From scratch? Are you kidding me? I put too much into this. I gotta salvage what I can, just a couple more and then we'll end it there. Those two? Okay. Oh, mountain. Look at that. Okay, yeah, major challenge to overcome. We got mountain twice, you guys. Holy crap. We've also got Uranus. It's in you right now, Taurus. It's knuckle deep in you right now, Uranus. It's rebellion, creativity, unconventionality, eccentricity, and unpredictability. But those are all can be good things. But because you're a fixed sign, that energy is very unstable. I feel you. I feel you out there. You're hyperventilating. I feel you. 10-10, personal development. That's where the book is. Awakening and enlightenment. Keep your thoughts focused on your soul mission and your life's purpose. Okay? Like I said, scratch paper. Try, do, learn. You can always try again. Okay? We've also got here, do no harm, but take no shit. I love that card. That's for somebody out there. It's, I get the energy like this doesn't have anything to do with the message, but somebody needs to hear this. So that's a little bit of encouragement. Do no harm, but take no shit. Okay? Don't let people walk on you. Don't let people take advantage of you. Don't let people try to tell you that, oh, that wasn't my intentions, or I never expected it to go like this, or whatever. No. Okay? Hold people accountable. Forgive yourself for whatever you misjudged. Don't do anything to hurt other people's standing. I know earth signs, they reputation and stuff. Don't do anything to hurt. You know why? Because karma's going to come for them anyway. Take no shit but do no harm, because you don't want to put your energy on their karma, okay? That's what we have. And then like I said, be okay with not knowing for sure what might come next, but know that whatever it is, you will be okay. That's what I have, Taurus. I hope that made sense. I hope the new angle worked out. I don't know how this brightness is, affecting anything. I hope you can see things a little bit better. I'm going to try to do this again. I kind of like it, but the screen is hard to see. I'm off to the side, but that's what I have. So, thank you for sticking with me. We're going to get to the moon readings, collective readings, and the fairies want to talk again. So we'll see what the next couple days will hold. Until I see you then. Okay, thanks. Bye.